Good morning. With me as I prepare the chicken house. I'm going to dust it, and I have to scoop all the droppings on the floor. Yeah, this one is not made of concrete, it's made of soil, as in marram. So I'll have to scoop all that, and I'll have to wash all I'll have to wash all the bricks, because the bricks I put the drinkers, like, so that you see those ones, I put them on top, and sometimes the feeders. So the feeder, I have to remove it with this one, and then I also do the washing. Yeah, the others were washed. Yeah, for right now, if you have a look at the timber up, there is a lot of dust. I can show you. Let me remember this. Oh, that is dust. So I have to use um, this that to remove all the dust on the walls, on the roof. Yeah, so that when we get another batch of chickens, we don't get chicken flu from them. So, because all that up is dust, so I have to use it to clean all the dust from there. So I'm gonna start with up by dusting up. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then later on, I'll have to bring antibiotics. I mix them with water. Then I spray the whole poultry house. This is to protect the poultry house from germs and other diseases. For like the birds that fly outside, they also bring diseases to the chickens in the poultry. So to avoid those diseases from the birds that fly out, we put a wire mesh on the window. We put the wire mesh on the window. Thank you for coming. Thank you to my video. If you're new here, please do subscribe and like the video. So we put that wire mesh to protect the chickens in the poultry house, to protect it from the diseases, because different birds outside from different areas moving with different diseases. So for you to protect your birds from diseases, you put a window. This same window helps us for aeration. It brings in air for the birds. At the same time, the birds in the chickens in the poultry house have to be having enough air, enough fresh air, that when they have enough fresh air, the poultry house also has to be having a good smell. Like, it does not have to be smelly according to what we use. Some people use sawdust, others use coffee. I tried sawdust. Sawdust gets stinky quickly, so I now use coffee husks. So for the coffee husks to stay with a good smell, you need to be having good aeration, the way you see the wire meshes outside, to bring in aeration, to bring in air for good aeration, which is also good for the chickens to protect them from flu, coccidiosis, because when you leave the husks to smell, they also cause diseases like in poultry, have diseases like gombolo, coccidiosis. Coccidiosis is kind of like diarrhea in chickens. So if your chicken house is smelly, yes, you will not miss coccidiosis. Your birds will get coccidiosis. And how do we determine coccidiosis? This is when you see your chickens giving you drops that are kind of reddish. So this is when you get to know, like, your chickens are sick. Yeah, when you get to know they are sick, you have to treat them. Normally, I would advise somebody to use natural medicines to protect your birds from coccidiosis. Because there is when I tried using medication from a vet, And what I got is that my chickens started dying. Reason why? The medicine burnt their liver. So sometimes when you find like you have a death rate of like 10, you have to cut it and you find out what's the cause, what has caused it to die. So whenever I would cut one, I would find the liver when the liver has yellow. So which means the medication they were taking burnt the liver, so it could not function and the chicken had to die. So thank you for coming on my video. Please do subscribe to my channel and like the video. So when I cut it and then I saw that the liver is yellow, this is when I got to know that the medicine is burning their liver. And on burning the liver, it cannot function, so the chicken will have to die. So what I did, when you go on other vets, they will also direct you. There is something called Galimint. Yeah, it's a small bottle, but it has bigger sizes. Galimint. You can use Galimint in water. You mix it in water and then you give it to your chickens. It's organic. The good thing, it's organic and it's so helpful when it comes to poultry. It will help you out on your chickens. You don't need to give it to them when they are sick. You can give it to them to also prevent that. But always make sure your poultry house is dry, like the husks are dry. Because when they are dry, also their health is going to be good. When they are wet and smelly, all your birds are going to get sick. So this is one other thing you have to know. So I'll advise you to always have a dry poultry house. Yeah, always make sure you check in the morning, in the afternoon, always check on your birds to see the husks. Sometimes for on the good other side of the coffee husks, they are really good for poultry. You just have to change them, like you turn them over. If they are not smelly, you just turn them over. You can use a rake, you turn them to to avoid the smelly poultry house. So now I'm going to be cleaning the poultry house. I'm going to be dusting it to to prepare it for new chicks. Yeah. So if I'm going to dust, yeah. If I'm going to dust, I need to cover my nose because it's too dusty. And I need to cover my hair. The rest I'm okay. Yeah, this is how I'm dressed if I'm going to dust. So I have to use this. So this is part of the dust on the roof. This is part of it. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to start dusting. I'm gonna have to start dusting. This is like kind of short, doesn't reach properly, so I'll have to tie it on another stick. I have to tie it on another stick. Oh, this is kind of loose. Let me make it. So yeah, since it's dusty, so I'm gonna use this to help me make this longer. So I got this, I tie it around. Tie it around to make it longer so that I can reach the roof. Yeah, it's kind of giving me hard time. So yeah, we're getting ready to prepare for our poultry. Oh, it's giving me hard time to tie. Yeah, I have to tie it on a stick because this is kind of short, so I have to tie it on another stick to make it longer. So I tighten another stick. Plus, if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and like the video. You're most welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your timeline. So, yeah. Please like and subscribe the video. If you're new to my channel, you're most welcome. Yeah. So the walls are kind of dusty, so this is how we do to remove the dust from the wall. And then above, you'll see dust falling from above. Because always have to be clean. Always. Yeah, it's too dusty. Mm. Yeah, you're most welcome to my channel. You can subscribe to my video or like. Thank you for watching. You're most welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'm trying to clean a poultry house. It's too dirty, so that I bring in artists. Yeah. Mhm. So now we're going to clean the mesh. The mesh also has dust on it. Sorry, I have a little bit of cough.
Bannange kima kikalu.
Kikalu musooke mumpe ssente.
Temulyadde erikako?
Byonna baazikutteko.
Ya Allah.
Any chicken for me. What is the chicken? Are you hiding there? It's Maria Evelyn.
This is how you go out of the bus. Bye. See you later.
You want to see me?
So now we are done with the dusting. Wow. Done with the dusting of the wall and up on the roof. Yeah, now what I'm gonna do next, I have lots of dust on my face. Is that I'm going to scoop the droppings that stayed on the floor because I had I had like 20 that I'd remained. Now they're all taken. So I'm gonna have to scoop their droppings from the floor, and then later on I'll have to spray the whole poultry house. I'll spray this one and also the second one, and then we shall also spray the pigsty. Yeah. So you spray and you keep it empty for a week until when you start doing the brooding. So the brooding finds it ready from germs and diseases. So I'm gonna spray later on. So for now, I'm gonna do the scooping from the floor. All that um, all that has to be scooped from the floor. I'll use a hoe. Yeah, the spade cannot work in this one because this one has soil and has tarmac. So if it were the concrete one, I would use a spade to help me out quickly. But for this one, I'm gonna use a hoe to dig the droppings from the floor. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to remove this from there. Please like and subscribe to my video. Thank you for coming. I'm so grateful. This cannot be moved because it was hit on the floor. So I'm gonna have to soak these bricks in detergents to wash all this away. All these have to be washed. This still had water, so I'll have to pour. please like and subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Omulenzi yakulekeddeko yaata obutereka
Okundekerako ki?
ku budaga